Good afternoon, welcome back to another weekly vlog. Sorry that the lighting isn't great in here. I'm actually starting this fairly late in the day, and actually it gets dark pretty early still, so the lighting is a bit off, but anyway. I have spent the morning fairly productively. Did a bit of cleaning in my ensuite. I tend to do like little bits at a time rather than trying to do the whole thing at once. So I did the sink today, and I don't know why, but whenever I've like cleaned the sink in my bathroom or something, I just always feel really accomplished, because you go in there and it's got that nice like clean smell, and like the taps are all shiny and everything, and yeah, it's the simple things. Oh, itchy nose. And then I've been down in my office just doing some more editing. I've nearly finished my part 1 of the 2020 review video that I'm doing. I was really hoping I was going to get it finished today, but I just didn't quite get there, and I don't want to rush it and just, you know, ruin it. So we're nearly there. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get it done. I've had some lunch. This week I haven't got we're still in lockdown. I haven't got huge amounts of things on. I've got a few like online meetings. So this evening I've got an online council meeting, which actually I wasn't sure whether it was going to go ahead, because for a lot of this morning we didn't have any internet or phone line. So I did manage to send an email like using my data on my phone to the town clerk to say, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to get on tonight, so please accept my apologies if I don't, but we do now seem to have internet, so hopefully I can still join in with that. Tomorrow we've got Noah, but he'll be at preschool. I've got a highways meeting which will be through Zoom. That's with the council again. I kind of want to join in because I don't know if I've been to one before, but we can talk a lot there about like accessibility of like pavements and things like that, so I think it would be quite useful for me to be there. And then in the evening I've got physio at 7:15, which just seems so late to be going to physio. I mean, I don't like really early morning appointments, but 7:15 I'm just like, I just want to be snuggled up on the sofa with a cup of tea at that time. But anyway, I've got physio. Wednesday we'll have Noah, but again he'll be at preschool because he's at preschool for 3 days now, so we don't get to see him as much. And yeah, apart from that I haven't got anything on the Wednesday. Thursday we'll have Noah again. I was meant to be going up to London in the afternoon to see my Gastroenterology Professor at the Royal London, but I had a phone call last week to say that is being changed to a phone appointment. It's not actually with the professor, I think it's with one of his team who I've spoken to before, but actually I'm quite happy about that because I don't really want to go up to London during this lockdown, and so it means I don't have to travel up to London, which is good. So yeah, I'm hoping that will be a productive appointment because there's a few things that I want to talk to them about. And then Friday I've got a virtual planning meeting, which is again a council thing. It's also, Friday is 1 year since we have got Lenny, so it's not his birthday, but it's the day we got him. I can't believe we've had him for a year, which is, I don't know where that year has gone, but yeah, he's fitted in really nicely into our little family. So yeah, that's Friday. And then I think Saturday and Sunday are pretty quiet. Yeah, don't have anything on either day. So it's another fairly quiet week in lockdown. I would like to try and get some tidying done this week. It just depends how I'm getting on with editing, because these 2020 review videos are taking me forever to edit, and I'm now behind on weekly vlogs, so I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, I am just gonna get on with finishing my lunch. I need to eat my yogurt. I have some Yo Valley blueberry yogurt today. I do really like the Yo Valley ones, and they have so many different flavours and stuff. Blueberry, it's one of my personal favourites. Usually if Noah's here, he'll sit next to me and he'll be like, don't forget to save me some at the end, Jenny. So it's kind of weird when he's not here and I actually get to eat my whole yogurt myself. I just kind of, I still expect to hear this little voice telling me to save him some, but not today. So yeah, gonna eat my yogurt and I will talk to you later. So I've just opened this enormous Boots parcel that I ordered and my mum picked up in the shop when she went down earlier. I mean, that's my hand, it's huge, and I did wonder when she brought it back what on earth they put in there, because I didn't think I'd ordered that much. Mainly it was sanitary towels. I've got some mouthwash, but I thought I'd show you the more interesting things. So first up, I have got some bamboo cotton buds. I'm nearly running out of the cotton buds that I've got, and I use them for like makeup, cleaning things, you know, just random stuff. Obviously they don't sell cotton buds that are made of plastic anymore, which is great. And a lot of the reviews that I read on the ones that are made of cardboard said that they were quite flimsy. So I found these, they were more expensive than buying the cardboard ones, but the reviews were pretty good. So I thought I'd give them a try. I have no idea what they're going to be like, but I think they're meant to be eco-friendly and recyclable and everything, so I thought I should give them a go. So I'll link any of these bits that I can below in case you're interested in checking them out. So I've got those. I then got some shampoo because I needed some more. I've gone for this one, which I've never tried before. It is Pantene Pro V Miracles, which I don't know whether this is a new range, but it's not a range that I have seen before. And this one is Lift and Volume with biotin and rose water, silicone free, which I tend to look for a lot these days. I just find it seems to do my hair better than ones that have got silicones and stuff in them. So it says it's a thickening shampoo for instant fullness and visible thickness, which I thought I'd give a try because my hair is quite fine and thin, and anything that I can find that gives it a bit of thickness I thought would be great. I also really like the packaging. It's very sort of, I don't know, sleek, and I like the pink and stuff on it. So I'll give that a try, and no doubt we'll talk about it in an empties video at some point. And then my personal favourite from this shop is some new hand soap. I love buying hand soap. There's so many different ones to choose from, but when I saw this one I just thought I need to get it. So it's difficult to see it here, but it's because it's see-through, but it's kind of rainbow. So obviously it starts at like purple down here and it goes up to red here, and it kind of changes when you move it into different lights. But it is called a Bottle of Hope, and it's rainbow fruit cocktail. It smells amazing. Wasn't particularly expensive. We get these like Baylis and Harding ones quite a lot because they're fairly inexpensive, and I just thought it was really nice. I don't know whether this is one that's kind of come out because of the pandemic. I'm guessing it possibly is, but yeah, when I saw it I just thought, yeah, that's the one for me. So I picked it up and I really love it. I don't want to get rid of the bottle when it's finished, it's so pretty. And then I also opened a parcel which came in this really nice envelope. Well, it's kind of like a, I don't know, bag type thing. But I thought it was really pretty. So yeah, this is the other part of my birthday present for Emma, who's my sister-in-law. Her birthday's actually gone, but this wasn't going to come until a little bit later. It is by a brand called Waxies. I got them off Amazon and it was on her list, and they do different like wax melts. These ones, I'm not going to take them out because they're a present. But these ones smell of snow fairy, so I don't know whether you can see, but I've got some little hearts there, and then down here is the, like, it's like a bar that you break up and then put in the wax melt thingy and burn it. And then they also included a little gold flower, which is salted caramel flavour. Well, no, flavour is the wrong word. Salted caramel scent. As well, and oh my gosh, these smell so strong. I opened this up and like my mum and I were both like, wow, okay, yes, they do smell of snow fairy. So yeah, I hadn't ever thought of getting wax melts on Amazon before, but I think I quite like this brand, so I might have to see what else they do. Good morning. I seem to have quite pink cheeks again today for some reason. I I've been getting this for like a year now and nobody can work out why, but there we go. I just look like I've been out in the cold for a nice bracing walk when I haven't. I've just been inside. I was up like relatively earlier this morning, for me anyway, because my mum and dad took Noah down to preschool this morning. My dad drives the car and then my mum just hops out and my dad waits in the car. And there was we were waiting for a delivery for a cot for Rebecca. Obviously it's not for Rebecca, it's for her baby, but yeah, the cot was being delivered, and so someone needed to be around to take the delivery, and it did actually come while my mum and dad were out. Couldn't actually carry, there was like 3 boxes, I think there was meant to be 4 but there's one missing, and they're like massive boxes and they're really heavy, and I was upstairs at the time when the bell rang, so I went on my phone because we've got a Ring doorbell and said to the guy, oh, can you leave them on the front doorstep, I'm on my way down but it's going to take me a while because I'm disabled, and he said yeah, that's fine. So he put them there and then went off, and I got down to the door and opened the door and saw how big the boxes were and kind of made a small attempt to try and pick one up, and I was like, this is just not going to happen. So I left them on the doorstep until my mum and dad got home, which wasn't very long. Preschool's only down the road, but yeah, I wasn't going to try carrying them in and into myself. So yes, we now have a cot. It's not built yet because there's currently a bed in the other room and there's not going to be room for a bed and a cot, so we need to get rid of the bed and then we can build the cot. It's starting to get quite real now. Don't know, I can't quite get my head around the fact that we're going to have a baby here again, but yeah, it's exciting. So yes, had a cot delivered this morning and I've just been getting myself ready and stuff. I'm going to try and do a bit more editing. I really want to get this part 1 of my video finished. I'm so close, but I didn't quite make it yesterday, so I don't know whether I'm going to get it done this morning because I've got a meeting in a short while for the council, so we'll just see how we get on. I've also got a new candle to light because my last one has finished, and I'm going for another Christmassy one because why not? Let's see if it'll focus. There we go. It's called Welcome Christmas. It smells quite nice, so I thought I'd give it a go. You know what, I don't really care if it's Christmassy and it's the middle of January, I'm going with it. So I'm going to light that, do as much editing as I can before I have to go downstairs on my laptop to do my council meeting. What do we do? Right, Noah, what are you going to do? Oh, is he moving? Yeah. Go and tell him to move out the way. He's just getting himself more comfortable. So, please make you move. So Noah has just gone home. I got a bit of editing done this morning, not a huge amount, and then I had my meeting which went on for quite a lot longer than I thought it was going to go on for. So I ended up having quite a late lunch. And then by the time I was sort of finishing my lunch, Noah got back from preschool, so I spent some time playing with him and then did his dinner, and Richard's just picked him up to take him home. I am going to have a little rest. I haven't got much time to rest much, but I'm just going to try and recharge my batteries a little bit before I go to my physio appointment. I don't really want to go out, to be honest. It's like, it's raining, it's dark, it's cold. I'm tired, but needs must. So I'm just gonna try and recharge my batteries a little bit and then head out to physio. Good morning. I thought I would wear a rainbow jumper today because it is a miserable day outside. It's raining, it's grey, it's cold, it's just not very nice. So I thought I'd try and cheer myself up by wearing something rainbow and colourful. We have got Noah today. He goes into preschool just before lunch on a Wednesday, so I spent a little bit of time with him this morning. He came and woke me up, which he quite likes to do when he can. He's quite good at waking you up. Like, he starts off quite gentle and then he gets bored and decides to like go and play and make loads of noise and stuff, but it's quite sweet having him come up and say, wake up Jenny, time to get up. So yeah, that was nice, and had a little play with him and stuff before he went off to preschool. I am just doing some editing and stuff. Yesterday, so I had my physio appointment, which I don't think I've spoken to you about since. The physio says that I am making very slow progress, which I suppose is better than nothing. Like, you know, it's better than going backwards, I suppose, or not moving. He has been able to kind of bend my knee like for me a little bit more. It's still very painful when it gets quite swollen, and I'm finding it quite difficult to do it on my own. So he said that because I've only got like a couple more sessions left, if my progress continues to be this slow, like for the next couple of weeks, that he doesn't think that it's worth trying to get more sessions, and kind of putting me through like the continued pain and stuff for very little gain. So I don't really know what's going to happen. He did talk about needing to get the pain clinic involved, and just at the moment it's just not happening. I'm guessing because of COVID. I've actually been referred to 2 different pain clinics and we haven't heard anything from either of them, so I'm assuming that they're just overwhelmed because of COVID and stuff. So I'm assuming that when I finish my physio, I'm kind of going to go back to nothing, which is a little bit frustrating. I'd kind of hoped that we might be able to get somewhere, but I'll just have to feed it back to my surgeon and see what he says. But yeah, I kind of, I don't know, like yesterday, like when I was talking to my physio, he said something about sort of like, oh, try not to think about the pain, because if you don't think about it, then it might not be there, which frustrated me a little bit, because I was kind of like, it's not that easy. Like, you know, I can be doing other stuff, I'm not, you know, focusing on the pain, but it's still in pain. So that frustrated me a little bit, and I don't know, yeah, it just frustrated me a little bit. So yeah, I feel a bit, I don't know, a bit despondent at the moment, to be honest. It's just, I don't know, don't really seem to be getting anywhere. And everybody, I kind of feel like everyone just keeps passing the buck a bit. Like, you know, like the surgeons are saying, oh, you need to go and do physio or whatever. The physios are saying, well, you're not making much progress, so we think you should go to the pain clinic. And it just feels like people just keep passing me around because they don't know what to do with me. So yeah, I don't know, I feel a bit crap about it at the moment, but we'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, don't have really any plans for today. Oh, we finished Homeland yesterday, which was very good. I won't spoil it for anyone that hasn't seen it yet, but I was like sat there last night, and I don't know, well, all of the episodes seemed to be quite tense, and I sat there and I was like, oh, I can't take this anymore. But I quite liked the ending. I thought it was quite good, and I think they've said they're not doing any more, although I would say that it has been left open for more to be able to be done if they decide that. But yeah, really enjoyed it. So if you're looking for something to watch, check out Homeland, because it's really, really good. Anyway, I'm going to get on with doing this editing. I've finished my part 1 of my 2020 review, so that has exported. I'm just making the thumbnail, and then I'm going to try and get that uploading. So I'll be quite happy when that's done. And then I will probably go and get some lunch before Noah gets back from preschool. So Noah is home from school. He's currently dismantling a monster that he built out of bricks. I've had my lunch. We had a little bit of quiet time because he was quite tired when he got home, but we're having a bit of a play now before someone comes to pick him up. I don't think we're doing dinner today. You're having dinner at home today, aren't you? What do you think you're having for dinner? What's your favourite food? Noah? Yeah? What's your favourite thing to eat? What do you like eating most?
Yeah, it's really...
Is it stuck?
Yeah.
Oh, do you want me to do it?
Maybe take these off first.
Yeah, you could take those bits off. Oh, they're right. You have to take the bottom bit off first. So maybe lie it on its side. That's it. Oh my goodness! It broke in half. What did you do at school today?
Cutting.
Pardon?
Cutting.
Noah? What did you do? Oh, you did some cutting?
Yeah.
You're getting really good at cutting, aren't you, with scissors? And what else did you do at school? He keeps telling me today that he keeps saying, Jenny, you and me are friends. Don't you? You keep saying that me and you are friends. I'm not going to say it now.
Jenny,
Yes.
should we stack boxes up, shall we?
What boxes?
My goodness me, look.
What?
It has a yellow top.
Had it?
Whoa.
It's done what?
I heard it like, yeah. Whoa. And everything.
Oh, right, okay. What do you want to stack up?
But,
What, like on Hey Dougie?
yeah,
We haven't got any boxes though, have we?
I don't stack up bricks.
We could do bricks. We can make a big tower out of bricks.
Wait.
Do you want to, you show me how you stack up the bricks. Show me how clever you are.
What bricks?
These ones that you just pointed to.
Oh.
You show me how you stack them. So we're going to read Pepper and the Police Car. You open it. Look, if you open it you can still see the button. Wow. Today at playgroup, the children are waiting for some very special visitors. The police are coming to help you ride your bike safely, says Madame Gazelle. Hooray! The police drive noisy cars, cries Freddy Fox. Nina, Nina. Sit still, darling. That's not right, Freddy, says Peppa. Police cars go. Woo, 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 woo. Just then, there's a loud police siren. Quick, press the button. Oh, did the doorbell go? Good morning. I have got zero energy today. Really struggled to wake up this morning. Yeah, don't know why. I slept reasonably well, but I think I'm just having one of those days today where chronic illness is just, yeah, winning a bit. We have got Noah today, but he's at preschool all day, so I briefly saw him this morning before he went. He came upstairs to try and wake me up, and he sort of came in and tried to wake me up and everything, and I think I must have sort of, I opened my eyes a little bit, and then my mum sort of came in and said, oh, you know, Noah, come on, we've got to go because you've got to go to school. And he says, but he hasn't opened his eyes yet. He gets confused still with like he and she. He's like, but he hasn't opened his eyes yet. And I think my mum was just like, well, hopefully, what did she say? She was like, hopefully she'll be awake by the time you get home, which obviously I will be, because that'll be like nearly 4 o'clock probably. But yeah, he's so funny. I do miss having him around on a Wednesday. It just feels really weird not sort of being able to do stuff with him, you know, because by the time he gets home from preschool, he's tired, and at the moment it's getting dark at that time, and we need to kind of start getting his dinner ready and stuff like that, and I do miss doing little activities and stuff with him, but it's still nice. It's nice to be able to see him. I can't see my niece at the moment and I really miss her, so I'm grateful that I can see my nephew. But yeah, so we've got Noah. He is going to be back a bit later. I have got a phone appointment this afternoon with my gastroenterology professor. Well, it's not the professor, I think it's someone from his team that I've spoken to before. I usually see them up in London at the Royal London, but for obvious reasons it's been changed to a phone appointment, which I'm quite glad about, to be honest, because they did a report the other day, I think, on the news about the Royal London, and they were saying, I think it was like 12 out of their 15 floors of the hospital are full of COVID patients. So, you know, obviously I wouldn't particularly feel comfortable going there, and the last thing they need is more patients coming in that could potentially get COVID or spread COVID further. So, and also it just means I don't have to travel up to London, which is quite nice. So yeah, I've got a phone appointment with them this afternoon. I always get really anxious about any kind of medical appointment, to be quite honest, but I don't know whether, I think I get more anxious about ones with my London like consultants, because like I know I don't necessarily get to speak to them as often, but also they're generally the ones that are more knowledgeable in my conditions, and kind of I feel like they hold the keys a little bit more to being able to perhaps do stuff. So yeah, I've got a couple of things I want to discuss with them. The main thing, I suppose, is that, and the reason that I've been seeing them recently is because of my swallowing. For anyone that doesn't know, for the last, I don't know, 2 years, possibly more than that now, I've been having trouble with my swallowing, just constantly feeling like there's something stuck in my throat. When I try and eat, I constantly find I'm kind of coughing because it's getting stuck. And I had a manometry test, I think it was, quite a while ago now, where they put like a tube up my nose and down into my stomach, and it kind of measures like the pressure in different places, and they found that one of the valves somewhere along the line wasn't doing quite what it's meant to do, but they don't quite know why. So we're kind of doing a bit of trial and error at the moment. So last time I spoke to them, I was put on something called Nelcrom to see if it helps with, because I've got mast cell issues as well, they wondered whether the swallowing difficulties were kind of related to that. I haven't noticed a huge difference with being on the Nelcrom with the swallowing issues. It has helped with reactions that I get. I don't seem to be getting them as often and as severely, which is quite good. But it doesn't seem to have helped a huge amount with the swallowing, which is slightly frustrating. So yeah, I need to speak to them about that and see if they've got any ideas of kind of where to go from here. And then I also want to speak to them about the tummy pains that I have been getting over the last few months. I get them particularly badly after I have my breakfast. I've tried changing what I eat and various other things. It doesn't seem to be related to what I'm actually eating. And I have started now getting them like throughout the day as well. I do get pains anyway because I've got gastroparesis and intestinal dysmotility, so that can cause pain anyway, but this pain seems to be different. So I want to talk to them about that as well and see if they've got any words of wisdom, suggestions, things we might be able to try that would help, or understand what is actually causing the extra pain. So yeah, I've got two things really that I want to speak to them about, and I'm just hoping that they can help. I think that's why I just get myself so nervous, because I'm so used to, I spent so many years without diagnoses and not being believed by doctors and being told it's all in my head and that there's nothing they can do. And so I think that's kind of affected me now. Like, even though I've got diagnoses now and they know that there is something physical wrong, I still remember everything that's gone in the past and how difficult it's been. And that's why I think I get quite so anxious, because I know how crap medical appointments can be, and I don't want them to go back to being that. They shouldn't, like, you know, I've got diagnoses and stuff, but sorry, I think the window cleaner's here and I'm really anxious he's going to come to the window. Yeah, I guess I'm just anxious that, you know, I will have more appointments like that. I keep just telling myself, I've had an appointment with this person before, she was really nice, she was really helpful, so hopefully that won't be the case, but my brain just doesn't want to listen. So yeah, got that later, but I'm just getting on with doing some editing now. I got my first part of my 2020 review video uploaded, so I'm happy with that. I think I'm going to do a couple of weekly vlogs now, and then I'll do the next part of the 2020 review. So yeah, I'm just getting on with this until lunchtime, and then I'll probably talk to you a bit later when I've had my appointment. I'm just here with my mate Percy. And I was back from preschool. And what are you going to do? You're going to build a tower?
Yeah.
Oh.
I want you to sit down with me.
She is sat down.
Sit down where?
I'd like to sit down on you.
No, she's not going down there now.
If I get down, I can get down on the floor, but I can't get back up very easily. Because of my poorly leg, it's hard to get down on the floor. But I can sit here and help you. She just went... We've just been talking about, he's very interested in like what's inside you, so he's been talking about his heart. What's inside you? You've got your heart. What else is inside you?
My leg.
Your what?
My leg's inside me.
No. What else is inside you?
What's up here?
What's in your head?
Some brains.
Some brains.
brains.
And what does your brain do?
Make me clever.
What's in here?
Here.
What's in your chest?
Tommy.
You have got a tummy. What's up here?
Where are your lungs?
Right here.
Yeah, and what do your lungs do?
Help me breathe.
Well done. See, we're doing good biology lessons today.
It's about your small intestine.
Okay, let's not get too complex. But he's very interested in it all, wanting to know what goes on inside his body. So we have little chats about it. So anyway, I'm just sitting having a little play with Noah, and I'm waiting for my doctor to call. So I've got two phones here because I can't remember which phone they're going to call on.
I'm just going to check my food.
So yeah, I've just said to Noah, if my phone rings, I need him to be quiet. So you're going to be nice and quiet, aren't you, if Jenny's phone rings? Because who's calling Jenny?
A doctor.
Yeah, he wants to know what the doctor's going to say, but we don't know that yet. So we're just going to have a little play, and hopefully the doctor will ring soon. Good morning. I seem to have quite pink cheeks again. I don't know what's going on with me at the moment. I meant to come on yesterday and update you about my phone appointment with my London gastro consultant, but I just was too tired, so I didn't, sorry. So yeah, the actual professor phoned me, which I hadn't expected. I was under the assumption that he was away on a sabbatical, but he seems to be back, which is very good. And when I'd got like the reminder phone call, they'd said that it was with a different doctor. So when I answered the phone and it was him, I was quite surprised, but yeah, really happy that I got to speak to him. He is one of my favourite doctors. He was the one that originally diagnosed me with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and has taken my symptoms seriously, has got me diagnoses for my gastroparesis and dysmotility and everything. I still get nervous about talking to him or anybody, any medical professional, but I think I know that I can kind of trust him to do the right thing. So yeah, he was very good. He listened to me. I think I was on the phone for about half an hour with him, which, you know, is a long time for an appointment. When I think you get allocated 10 minutes, which just isn't enough for the work that he does. But yeah, I spoke to him about my swallowing and the fact that it doesn't seem to have improved much. He is going to refer me to one of his colleagues who specialises in esophageal motility disorders, I think, because he said that they have kind of got more knowledge on this kind of stuff than he does. So yeah, he's referring me to them to see if they've got any ideas, because he said basically, you know, we found that one of the valves in my esophagus isn't functioning as it should, but that doesn't really lead us to a diagnosis. It just tells us that that's what's happening. So yeah, I'm going to get referred to him to see if he's got any thoughts on what could be causing it. He also wants to speak to, they've got a psychiatrist at their hospital who specialises in people with like physical, digestive problems. So he wants to speak to them to see if they've got any thoughts, because he said he said that it could be anxiety related, so he's not saying that it is. I think he just wants to cover all bases and make sure that we're looking into all avenues, which I do appreciate. And you know, I've been told a lot of times that my symptoms might be in my head, they might be psychological, and there's a very it's important how that is said to you. So a lot of times I've been said, oh, you know, it's all psychological, it's all in your head, and that's it, it's just dismissed, and you're told to go away and get on with it. Whereas with this, you know, when I spoke to this consultant, he was very much just looking at all the options. He's not dismissing it, he's not saying that that's what it is, he is looking into the physical side of it as well. But it just feels a lot better in the way that he's dealing with it, and it always has done. So yeah, I'm not too fussed about him getting the psychiatrist involved. You know, they deal with people who have, you know, complex digestive problems, so it might be a good person to talk to just for coping with that kind of thing, because there isn't that support around to sort of cope with the sort of physical issues. It's you know, usually it's like, you know, those issues are put down to your mental health and it's dealt with like that. But I'm hoping that this psychiatrist kind of is a bit more open-minded about actually, you know, you've got a physical issue, but it can also affect you mentally as well. So yeah, we're looking down those two avenues for the swallowing. And then I also spoke to him about the pains that I've been getting in my stomach that have just been getting worse, and meaning that I just don't seem to have much of a day to do anything because I'm in pain too much of it. And he asked a lot of questions about them, and you know, where they were, what they felt like when they happened, and he wants me to have a gastroscopy, which is where they put a camera down your like throat and into your stomach to have a look and see if there's anything going on there. I've had one, I think I had it in 2013, he said. And when I had that one, they said that I had erosive gastritis. But since then, I've not had another one of those. I've had sigmoidoscopies, which are where they put the camera like the other way. And I had a colonoscopy at the same time as I had the last gastroscopy. But yeah, we haven't had a look down my throat or in my stomach since 2013. So I'm quite happy that he's going to be looking into that, because well, it may show something, it may not, I don't know, but it seems like the sensible thing to do. And he also wants me to have an ultrasound just to see if they can work out what's causing these pains, if there's anything they can do to help. And then he's going to follow up with me. I'm not sure when. He just said, you know, in time we'll have another follow-up and kind of reassess what has come from all of those different referrals. So yeah, I was quite happy with his phone call and the response and everything. And yeah, after that I helped Noah with his dinner, and then I just crashed out on the sofa because I was exhausted. So as I'm feeling pretty crap this morning, to be quite honest, I am currently, I said I needed to do some bits on my laptop, so I'm currently looking at baby clothes, because I've got a virtual baby shower coming up for one of my oldest friends, I suppose I would say, fairly old friends. We've been friends since college, who is having a baby in March, I think, and I need to get a present for that. So we're trying to organise this virtual baby shower, so I need to send her present directly to her house, and then she can open it like while we're on the baby shower. And then another of my oldest friends, who I was also at college with, has had a baby recently, so I'm also looking for something that I can send her. She lives in Ireland, so I think the easiest thing for me is to get it delivered here and then get it posted out to her. So I'm just trying to distract myself at the moment by looking at baby clothes on Next. So I'll have a look and I'll show you what I choose, because there's just so much cute stuff on there. It makes me very broody, but yeah, I'm quite enjoying having a little look at baby clothes. There's just so much cute stuff. It is really difficult to pick things because everything is adorable. I love Next for baby clothes. They're not the cheapest, but I always think that they're quite a nice thing to give to somebody as a present, because I don't know, like, well, generally, like a lot of the people I know, they don't generally get most of their clothes from Next. They tend to get, you know, things from supermarkets or Primark or something. So I think it's quite nice to receive something that's a little bit more special, like to be able to give that as a present to somebody. I'm just struggling to decide what, and trying to narrow it down to a few choices. I really like brightly coloured baby grows and things. I think they're really nice, but obviously my taste may be different to my friends' tastes. I don't know, but all I can do is choose things that I think are nice. So yeah, come back to me in a little while and I will show you what's made the final basket. Right, so I think I've made a decision. So for my friend whose virtual baby shower we're going to, I have gone for this set, which I just thought was very pretty with the rainbows and everything. So I'm going for that in 0 to 3 because that's what she's asked for. And for my friend in Ireland, I have gone for this little dungaree set, which I thought was rather cute. It's got little dinosaurs on it. I'm going for that in 3 to 6 because he was born in December, I think. So I want her to be able to get you know, a decent amount of wear out of it. And then I also found a jumper that I liked, which I'd seen earlier actually. So I thought I'd add that one on as well. You know, why not? I haven't been shopping for God knows how long, and I pretty much live in jumpers, so I thought I'd treat myself to a new one. So I shall make that order and look forward to it getting here. Good morning. Apologies that yesterday's footage was just a bit all over the place. It was just a really crap day, to be honest. Yeah, it really hit my mental health. And yeah, I'm not going to go into it loads on here, but just stuff that happened that completely floored me and made me feel really pretty crap, to be honest. I'm still not feeling great. Struggled to eat yesterday, struggled to rest, struggled to sleep. It was not fun. And yeah, we just spent most of the day crying, which was not much fun. But anyway, it's a new day today, and I'm just trying to be kind to myself and look after myself and try and salvage my mental health a little bit, because I don't know, I think I was really struggling already, and yesterday was just a straw that broke the camel's back. And yeah, I just thought I should be honest and say that I am struggling quite a lot at the moment and just finding it quite difficult to do anything, or you know, just like, I think anyone that struggles with depression or anxiety or whatever will know that sometimes even doing like the simplest things, like getting out of bed, eating, getting dressed, brushing your teeth, you know, just like simple things like that are just, they feel like you're literally trying to climb a mountain to do them. And yeah, I'm just I'm just struggling with that at the moment. And yeah, like, I know once I do those things that it helps my mental health, you know, to feel a little bit better because I'm looking after myself. It's just actually getting yourself to do those things that is the hard part. So I'm trying to be kind to myself today and just do what I can, and you know, every little achievement is a win, and that's what I'm looking at today. So I've taken it very slowly so far. This morning I had quite a lie-in because I just didn't sleep particularly well, and yeah, just taking things slowly. I'm just trying to get a bit of editing done now. I'd like to try and finish this weekly vlog if I can, but as I said, I'm just being gentle with myself at the moment, and you know, if I just get a few clips edited, then that's fine. Don't have any real plans for today, so it's just going to be a quiet day of trying to look after myself. I'd be interested to know what tips you have for when your mental health isn't great. What kind of things do you do that help? I find watching Disney helpful, you know, trying to find things to distract myself. And then, yeah, doing those little sort of self-care things of, you know, changing out of my pyjamas and putting something else on, even if it's just jogging bottoms and a Harry Potter top, brushing my teeth, having cuddles with the cats and dogs, just little things, having a cup of tea. I did that last night, and that really helped. I think the heat, and I just sit there and like smell it, and it just helps me to relax. But I'd be interested to know what sort of things you do that help. It'd be good to kind of share them in the comments, and maybe they can help other people as well. So yeah, taking it easy today, but I will see. I'm trying to think of things to film, but I'm totally honest, I'm really struggling with it at the moment. I think it's weird because like life, like practically life isn't that different for me, because I don't go out huge amounts anyway. You know, a lot of the time it's spent at home not being particularly well, so it shouldn't be that much more difficult to find interesting things to film. And I do think that it's probably related more to my mental health, and yeah, I guess when you're struggling with like depression or anxiety or whatever it is, it's hard to kind of get your brain to process and think, and to even like be creative and think of things to film, and also to have the energy to do that. I mean, energy levels haven't been great anyway because of my physical health, but I think you kind of link that in with your mental health, and it just it's not a great combination. So yeah, I apologise that I'm not finding particularly interesting things to film these days at the moment. You know, it's something I want to improve on, but at the same time I have to look after my mental health, and sometimes that is literally just trying to take one step in front of the other and do the little things that I need to do to get through the day. So yeah, I apologise that things aren't particularly interesting at the moment, but it's just one of those, I was going to say one of those days, it's one of those years, but I will keep going, keep documenting what real life is like, and hopefully some people might stick around long enough to get to a point where things get a bit more interesting. So I've had a fairly quiet day. I got my weekly vlog finished editing, so that's exporting, so that was a win for today. I had my lunch, and then my brother video called us, so we had a nice chat with him and Maisie and Emma. Just really miss Maisie. She's just, every time you see her, she's just like growing up and like, I don't know, just changing into a little person, and I just really miss seeing her face to face. And you know, she knows, oh, excuse me, she knows who we all are, because like when she saw like my face, she said my name and everything, and she like waves to us and stuff. But it's just sad that like most of her life has just been seeing us through, you know, a camera. But yeah, I know it's the same for a lot of people, and it's just crappy, isn't it? But yeah, it was really nice to have a little chat with them. That put a smile on my face today. Oh, excuse me. And then I've just been having a nap, hence the slightly messed up hair and red cheeks. And yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might try and put something on Disney Plus. Actually, I haven't watched something on Disney Plus for a while, so I might have a look on there and just find something. I don't want to put some like a big film on or anything, but I might just find something like fairly short to watch, and just gonna relax. I think that's what I need. So let's choose something on Disney Plus. Right, I had a right old nightmare getting that to work. We seem to keep getting this with our TV. Like, you click on the Disney app and the screen is just black no matter what you do, and then you have to uninstall it and completely like reinstall the whole thing again. I don't know why. I don't know if anyone else gets this problem, but it's really annoying. Anyway, what shall we watch? Does anybody have any recommendations? Obviously it's not going to help me today, but if there's anything on here that you think I should be watching, let me know, because I'd be interested. I don't know what Pixar popcorn is. I keep seeing it advertised. Let's have a little look. Selection of mini shorts, your favourite characters in all new bite-sized stories created by Pixar animators. Well, that sounds like quite fun, doesn't it? Should we give this a go? Okay, there's literally loads. Let's try this. If anyone's watched this, let me know what you think of it, and I am going to give it a go and just chill out for a little bit.
The ocean is near, where you dug a hole and buried my fear. And we scattered like trees, sometimes in line.
So I'm just about to head up to bed now, but I thought I'd just give a little bit of feedback on the what's it called? Oh, Pixar popcorn things that I was just watching. I didn't really know what to expect because I'd seen them advertised on the Disney Plus YouTube channel, I think it was. But yeah, basically what they are is they're shorts, but they're only like a couple of minutes each. And the majority of them, they don't have any talking or anything. It's mainly just like music and animation to tell a little story. And I really enjoyed them. I think they were kind of what I needed because I'm just really struggling to concentrate on stuff at the moment, and with them only being a couple of minutes, they were really manageable, you know, sort of like concentration wise and also energy wise. Obviously, you know, you don't have to watch them all at once, but I did. But yeah, they were just nice. They just, I don't know, I found them really relaxing. The music was nice, the animation was nice. My favourites were, there was a Finding Dory one, there was a one from Coco, there was a Toy Story one, and I like the one from Soul as well. I mean, they were all good, but those were the ones that I liked the best. So if you haven't seen them yet and you just want something nice to watch that's not going to take too much time and that you just don't need to concentrate on too much, you can just enjoy the animation and the music, I would definitely recommend them. I also watched another one of the shorts, which is called Loop. Again, didn't know what to expect from it. I hadn't heard anything about it, but I read the like little summary that you get at the beginning, and it said it was I can't remember whether it said it was Disney's or Pixar's or both, but their first film about with a main character that has autism and that is non-verbal. So I read that and I was just a bit like, I was a bit nervous, to be quite honest. I don't know if any of you watching this have heard any of the controversy surrounding Sia's new film, which features a non-verbal, I think it's a non-verbal autistic person, or certainly an autistic person. There's a hell of a lot of controversy about it, and I'm not going to start explaining it all now, but basically the character is autistic, but it's not the character is autistic, but they are not played by an autistic actor. And if that's kind of not frustrating enough, Sia's reaction to the criticism around that has been pretty terrible. So yeah, if you want to know more about that, have a Google, because there's loads about on it. So anyway, I was a little bit nervous to watch it just because I thought, oh, I really hope Disney have done a good job. But I watched it and I thought it was really well done. I thought it was a beautiful piece. Well, I don't know what you'd call it. I was going to say a short film. Yeah, I thought it was a brilliant short film. And I did a little bit of research about it afterwards because I wanted to understand kind of the background of it. And so revolves around two characters, one of which is a young girl who is non-verbal and autistic, and then another character who is quite chatty, and basically they kind of end up getting thrown together in this situation, and it's about them learning to communicate with each other and see the world through each other's kind of shoes or through each other's eyes. And the character, the non-verbal autistic character, is actually played by a non-verbal autistic actor, which is fantastic. And during the script writing and the making of the film, apparently Disney actually asked for the opinions of the autistic community so that they could make sure that they were, you know, portraying the story in the right way and the character in the right way. And it's just the complete opposite of how Sia has done hers, basically. It's the right way to do it, and apparently there's also sort of, when the short came out, it has been like widely praised by the autistic community, and I've also just been speaking to some of my friends who have autism and they all really love it. So yeah, really, really good short. I think it's quite an important one for people to watch because I think it would help people just understand a little bit more about autism and about non-verbal autism, the different ways it can affect somebody. I mean, obviously everybody with autism is different. I am currently waiting for a possible autism diagnosis. I can't remember if I've said this on here before. Very, very early in my journey, and I've still got a lot of like thought processing to do on that and everything. But I found it really interesting because it just helped me to understand a little bit more about the different experiences of people with autism and somebody with non-verbal autism and the experience that they could have. And I was sort of, when I was doing my research, I found a few reviews from parents or family members who have a child or a family member with non-verbal autism, and they were saying that they had recommended that friends and family watched the short to try and just get them to understand a little bit more about their family member. So if you haven't watched it, I would really recommend doing so, because I think it's a really important short from Disney to raise awareness, and it's also just a really beautiful piece of work. The animation's beautiful, and yeah, I just really liked it. So I just wanted to give those two Disney Plus reviews because I just think it's nice to, if you find something good, to share it. And like I said, if there's anything on Disney Plus that you would recommend me watching, I would love to hear your recommendations, because there's just so much on there. It can be difficult to know like where to start, and I sometimes just end up going back to like old favourites. So yeah, let me know what you're enjoying and I will add it to my list of things to watch.
Whenever I'm off to find a sunset, a flavour of a memory.
Good morning from a very snowy England. Yeah, after quite a while of everybody else having snow, we have finally woken up to snow this morning, so I've literally just been out the front door so that I can put my feet in it, because crutches and snow and wheelchairs and snow don't really mix. But I've come outside, I've crunched my feet in the snow, and that's probably about as much as I'm going to get done with the snow, I think. So I'm just going to appreciate it from inside now. I need to go and get my medication done, because I wanted to come out here before I did that, because I think the snow is starting to melt. And then I need to go and get my video up as well. So yeah, I'm going to go and warm up inside.
Whenever all the stars above are shining, then I know I'll never be alone. Wherever all my wishes may be heading, a part of us will never leave. Oh, wherever in the world you may be hiding, in a while I know
feel like today and yesterday as well actually is kind of just what I've needed this weekend after the stress of Friday and not feeling particularly good. I've just tried to be a little bit nicer to myself and to just take things a bit slower and to do things that I know make me feel nice. And yeah, it's just been much needed. Today, I can't actually remember when I last spoke to you. I think it was when I was outside in the snow. So yeah, I thought, because as we don't get that much snow around here anymore. We used to get it quite a lot, and we just don't seem to get it that much anymore. So when I saw that it had snowed this morning, even though I knew I couldn't get out in it properly, I knew that I just wanted to go and like put my feet in it. It's kind of hard seeing everybody's snow pictures of them all like going out and having fun in the snow and going for nice walks and seeing all the pretty scenery and stuff. But I thought, do you know what, I'm going to do what I can do. So, you know, I went to the bottom of our little ramp at the front by the front door, put my feet in the snow, took a few pictures, and that was my little snow day. So yeah, I did that and did my medication and everything. I got my weekly vlog uploading, did a little bit of writing for a blog post, and then I had some lunch and I had a sleep. We've had a roast dinner, although I really struggled to eat much. I don't know what's going on with me. I do find like my appetite and my ability to eat does kind of change depending on what my digestive symptoms are doing, and they just don't seem to be that great at the moment. So I'm finding I'm not able to eat a huge amount before I start feeling really unwell. So yeah, I couldn't eat that much, but we had we sat down as a family and we had the roast, which was nice. And yeah, I've just taken it easy, to be honest. And also, it sounds really silly, but most of the time I live in jogging bottoms. Since my surgery, they're just the most comfortable thing that I can wear. But I think it was before Christmas. Yeah, it must have been before Christmas. I went to Next with my mum and I found some denim joggers. And I hadn't worn them since I'd got them, so I decided I was going to wear them today. And it's funny how just wearing a different set of trousers makes you feel a little bit better. I think because they feel like a little bit smarter than jogging bottoms, and they're more like what I would have usually worn before I had my surgery. Like I would normally wear jeans. I've never worn denim joggers before. I don't think I even knew they existed. But I don't know, just putting them on, it just kind of has made me feel just a little bit more like me. I'll put in like a clip over this so you can see them. They're from Next and they are the comfiest things I think I've ever worn. So I need to try and find them in like different colours and stuff because yeah, I really, really like them. But yeah, it's funny just how instead of wearing jogging bottoms and wearing jeans, disabled friendly jeans that are comfortable and baggy and have a nice loose fitting band and everything, I don't know, just made me feel a bit better, and that's what I've needed this weekend. So yeah, it's been a nice chilled out weekend, watching Disney and stuff yesterday, getting some blog stuff done and just chilling out. And now I am going to relax a little bit more, watch a bit of YouTube. I've got a big drink of orange juice and lemonade because I'm just so thirsty at the moment. I don't know what it is. I just have this like I don't know, what do you call it, like unquenchable thirst where I'm just constantly thirsty. But the problem is like so I keep drinking, but because of the gastroparesis I find that if I start drinking too much it makes me feel really sick because my tummy kind of can't cope with it and it isn't kind of going through very well. So I then get really, really bloated and feel like I'm going to be sick, which doesn't really help. But I'm still just ridiculously thirsty, and it's been like that for a few days now. I get this, like, it comes on and I have it for a few days and then it goes. And it's really, really frustrating because nothing quenches my thirst. It doesn't matter what I drink. I just can't seem to get rid of this like feeling of being really thirsty. I don't know if anyone else has this, and if they do, if you know anything that helps, because it's driving me crazy. But anyway, I've got a nice big drink of orange juice and lemonade to try and help. I'm going to watch a bit of YouTube and try and have an early night. So I will end the vlog here. I hope you've enjoyed this week's vlog. I'm sorry that it hasn't been massively interesting, but all I can do is film my life at the moment, and that's what it's like. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it and you'd like to see more from me, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell, that means you'll get notified every time I upload a video so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, let me know how you're getting on at the moment. Are you struggling a bit? Are you kind of doing okay? Yeah, let me know. Let me know how you're getting on, what you're doing with your time. Are you working? Are you doing bits at home? How are you kind of distracting yourself and keeping yourself mentally okay? Let me know. And also let me know if there's any videos you'd like to see me film. I am going to start doing sit down videos soon. I'm just trying to get my other part of my 2020 review finished, like edited and stuff, and then I will move on to sit down videos again. So if there's anything you'd like to see, please do let me know. Also come and follow me on social media. My links are in the description below, but I'll put my Instagram and Twitter up here. Those are the two platforms that I'm mainly on, so do come over and say hello. I'm replying to comments as quickly as I can, so do leave me a comment and I will do my best to reply as quickly as my health permits. And I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!